Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained? Like you revealed too much, said too much, or gave away more than you intended? Imagine if you could stop oversharing, protect your inner peace, and turn silence into your most powerful weapon. What if the right pause at the right moment could make people lean in, respect you, and even follow your lead without you raising your voice? Every word you speak is a tool, but it's also a liability. If wielded without care, it can be used against you, manipulated, or even drain your authority. Today, I'm going to show you how to reclaim verbal power, harness silence like a Stoic master, and speak only when your words will land like steel. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable strategies to speak less, observe more, and build a presence that commands respect effortlessly. Every word you speak is valuable. Don't give it away for free. Not every thought deserves a voice. Not every moment requires a reaction. In our hyper-connected world, we've been conditioned to comment, reply, explain, justify, and defend endlessly. But what most people don't realize is that every word is a transaction. When you speak impulsively, you reveal your inner patterns, your triggers, your vulnerabilities. Think about it. One careless sentence can undo hours of calm, negotiations, or influence you work to build. That argument you didn't need, that impression you try to force, that deal you almost lost, often it's not failure, it's oversharing. The Stoics didn't speak less because they had nothing to say. They spoke less because they understood clarity outweighs quantity. When they did speak, it was precise, impactful, and respected. Practical tip: pause for 3 seconds before speaking. Ask yourself, does this serve my goal, or am I just feeding my ego? If the answer isn't crystal clear, stay silent. Let silence hold the weight of the room. Speaking too soon locks you in. Have you ever felt trapped by something you said? Premature words can cage you. Once you declare a thought, you create expectations. Change it later? Suddenly you're inconsistent. Hesitate? You're indecisive. Most men speak too early out of pressure, fear of judgment, or the need to appear strong. But power rarely lies in speed. It lies in observation and timing. The one who waits often speaks last, yet carries the most weight because he has full clarity and insight. Think of it like chess. Rushing a move may seem bold, but it exposes your strategy. Waiting allows you to see the board, anticipate reactions, and choose your moment to strike. Practical exercise. For the next 24 hours, resist commenting on every statement or argument. Sit back, observe, and let others reveal themselves. You'll be surprised how much insight comes without speaking a word. Silence keeps the advantage. The man who speaks first often gives away the most: his strategy, his motives, his weaknesses. Silence, however, keeps others guessing. In poker, in business, in life, the silent observer controls the rhythm. The loudest voice is rarely the most influential. Observation before speech allows you to see hidden motives, logic gaps, and emotional triggers. When you finally speak, your words carry authority, not because they're loud, but because they are well-timed and precise. Practical tip: next time you're in a meeting, discussion, or even an argument, let everyone else talk first. Listen carefully. Note inconsistencies, patterns, and hidden emotions. Speak only when you have something that truly moves the moment forward. Don't over-explain. Not everyone deserves your logic. Over-explaining is emotional leakage disguised as honesty. Every time you justify yourself unnecessarily, you weaken your presence and invite judgment. Most misunderstandings aren't fixed with more words. They're ignored or amplified. The Stoics didn't justify. They demonstrated. Their actions carried clarity and authority. Words are strongest when intentional, disciplined, and concise. Practical exercise. The next time you catch yourself rambling, stop mid-sentence. Ask, have I already made my point? If yes, end it. Let silence enforce your authority. Timely silence builds respect. A man who speaks constantly loses the weight of his words. Predictability erodes respect. Presence grows when speech is selective, deliberate, and measured. Notice this. In any room, The most respected person isn't usually the loudest. It's the one who waits, absorbs, and speaks only when the moment demands it. That pause after your words? That's where influence is built. Application. Count to 5 before responding in meetings or social settings. Ask yourself, is this necessary, useful, or strategic? If not, let silence do the work. Strategic vagueness protects you. Ambiguity is often misjudged as weakness, but when used intentionally, it guards your flexibility and mental independence. Declaring too soon can box you into expectations. Silence or measured vagueness allows you to pivot, adapt, and remain unshakable. Tip: when asked your opinion on an evolving situation, say, "I'm still clarifying that," or "I'm letting things unfold." No justification needed. Your restraint protects your power. React less, observe more. Reaction is instinctive, emotional, and often counterproductive. Observation is strategic. When you pause and absorb, you regain positional advantage. Think of a battlefield general. The inexperienced one reacts to gunfire. The wise one observes, studies patterns, and moves when timing is right. Life, negotiations, arguments, they're no different. Reacting gives control to the other person. Observing gives control to you. Practice. The next time someone provokes you, resist responding immediately. Hold the silence. Let them reveal themselves. Speak only if it adds value. And when you do so with precision and calm authority. Speak to lead, not to vent. Most people talk to release emotion, prove themselves, or gain attention. But speech tied to impulse rarely leads, it follows. Leadership through speech requires stillness first, sound second. The Stoics spoke to shape reality, not simply express themselves. Words directed by clarity and purpose carry influence. Words driven by emotion carry only noise. Exercise. Before speaking in frustration or anger, pause. Breathe. Let emotion pass. Speak later with intent to move the situation forward. Not to vent, not to justify, but to lead. Conclusion. Your silence is your strength. Every word you speak carries weight. It either builds your influence or scatters it. Silence, when wielded with discipline, protects your peace, strengthens your authority, and makes you unshakable. From pausing before speech to observing more, delaying declarations, embracing strategic vagueness, and speaking to lead rather than vent, you are building the mental, emotional, and verbal discipline that separates the reactive from the refined. The strongest men aren't the ones who speak first. They're the ones who know when not to. Today, you've learned the strategies to reclaim your verbal power, lead with calm, and let your words land with precision, not desperation. So, ask yourself this. How will you use silence today to protect your peace, assert your influence, and command respect? Share your experiences in the comments. When has silence worked for you? Or when has speaking too soon cost you? Because this isn't just about words. It's about mastery of yourself, your presence, and your world.